Um, Good evening for everybody, for my co-workers and classmates, and of course my dear tutor Claudia Juliana Ramirez in this Language for and Functions course. My name is Haider Gomez. I am 32 years old. I want to tell you something a little bit about me. I live in Cajicá with my family, exactly with my wife and my two daughters. I work as an English teacher in a Steve Jobs school and as a coordinator of a bilingual program in Cajicá too. My phone number is 321 9676244, and my email is haideringles at hotmail.com, and this is the same Skype. And I hope to learn more about this course. I want to tell you my answers about about 1, 2, 3, and 4 questions with the course start. And the first question is, how do you compare the creation from Wallace Chief in this beginning of the chapter with the purpose of linguistic? Wallace initially compared the purpose of the linguistic with a glass. I know what is a glass. When I was reading, at the first reading, I say, what is a glass? But I noticed because of the language is that transparent, right? And it takes method of tools by linguistics, so that this is a language is captured with ideas that they want to give, and beyond for this, I became out with a purpose. Therefore, is the comparison between a glass. And the second one is, why do you think some people approach to study language with apprentices? For many of us, the word linguistics is difficult even to pronounce. And there are times when the relations with to compare a grammatical structure of a language, in this case English or Spanish. Just thinking about linguistics, care of address and issues, function and structure of tongue. People have always considered that you can never speak and notice a language is an entirety, and thinking a linguistic. So it is to know that you must know the language is very to consider metallurgically. I think that is why people are a little afraid to think of these issues. It's a linguistic about connects with a language used. Some of the books that teach that linguistic will always define that is the correct and that is the incorrect in use of language, and for is that use terms such as subject, verb, adjective, noun, etc. But really that is far from the reality of linguistic study. What the linguist really teaches is how to words enclose sentences and sentences, not as such as terminology of this. To finish, linguistic is really teaches is how a word can work to create a meaning. What are the names of the great contributors of the linguistic fields? Ferdinand de la Sorte, maybe it's in French, I don't know with the pronunciation, is the father of the modern linguistic. And Noam Chomsky, considered the revolutionary of the behavioral visions of language, the father of grammatical structuralism. Michael Halliday, known as the father of functional systematic grammar. He said about development descriptions of language and his working which form the basis for the systematic functional linguistic. This is all that I could understand about this topic, and now that is only 4 minutes to express because I would like to express about prepositions, about adverbs, and about interjections, right? I know that the time is very short, but I would like to learn about this course. For example, I consider that that the first thing when I listened linguistic, the first thing that I think when I listen the word linguistic, I think, oh my God, I don't know what is that, but I can notice that is it with a purpose, and the principal purpose is to show us that a sentences maybe can be a speech, and if you can understand a correct speech, you are going to know the correct meaning of a linguistic. Thank you so much, and see you soon.